Good evening and welcome to Health Issues 101. I am Jasmine White.
And I am Ayamati.
Hello, my name is Jesus St. Pierre.
I'm Jonathan Meadowcore.
Hello, I'm Camilla Williams.
And I'm Tanisha Mills. So this evening we'll be discussing the Iron Triangle. Now the Iron Triangle is a name that was given to represent the relationship for cost, quality, and access in healthcare. Now the way this relationship works, you cannot affect one without affecting the other two. For instance, to make healthcare more affordable, that will increase access, but it will decrease the quality. Now let's talk a little bit more about cost. When it comes to healthcare, cost does not just have one definition, it actually has three. Now the first one is the physician's bill. That's also known as your healthcare premium. The second one is your healthcare spending. The next one is your physician perspective. That also includes your staff salaries. Now, when it comes to healthcare, there's three main variables that increase our current healthcare. So the first one is your hospital services. That includes both in the waiting room, emergency room, etc. The next one are prescription drugs, and the next one are physician services. So two more variables that are important are technology and your defensive medicine. So for technology, the reason why technology is involved is because when, as you know, technology, as you continue to build with technology, it comes supply and demand. The better the technology and the newer it is, the more in demand it is, which increases the cost. When it comes to defensive medicine is when your pediatrician or your doctor or whomever, they actually will give you extra tests that are not necessary to make sure that there is no type of liability and no type of suits that can possibly come from this.
Has been brought to our attention. It's one of the biggest challenges that ACA has had to face. As we all know, ACA has been known to provide contraceptive care to its employees. However, Hobby Lobby violated this policy by going against the owner's faith. The owner decided not to provide contraceptive care to his employees or individuals because of the abortion-causing drugs that can be given. Therefore, he refused to provide that coverage to his employees.
Donald Trump campaigned on promises to shake up Washington with radical ideas on immigration and trade, but that is only the beginning. He also made big pushes to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act. A block grant would end the guaranteed access to care for millions of Americans who are eligible and instead provide a fixed amount of federal funding to each state for its medical program, which may not take into account an increased actual cost or need. Of the 70 million Americans covered by Medicaid, more than 17 million are low-income seniors and children and adults with disabilities who rely on this program for critical health services and long-term care.
So I'll be talking about cultural competency. So what is that? It means being able to provide effective and respectful healthcare to people of different cultures. And to understand that, we need to know first, what is a culture? A culture refers to the shared beliefs, values, traditions, and ways of life of a group of people. And their groups can be made up of individuals who share the same race, religion, or ethnicity. For example, Christians believe, well, some Christian scientists believe that in order for one of their loved ones that's critically ill, they don't need medical care. They can just pray to God and God will take care of them. Or if you take Jehovah's Witnesses, for example, they don't believe in blood transfusion, so they would rather have their loved ones pass away like that. So us as healthcare providers, we should be mindful of some stuff like that. We should understand the cultures of the patients we treat, and so we can have a good understanding.
Okay, Camilla, have you ever had a negative healthcare experience?
Yes, unfortunately I have.
Okay, well, in the United States, a lot of people feel as if the healthcare system is broken based off of affordability and quality. When dealing with ethics, you have a lot of cases to where people are delaying their care
and basically neglecting taking their medications. And 30% of the health care that is given and the treatments that are given are unnecessary. And this is for the doctors to basically cover themselves. You also have to where each year 1 million people are forced into bankruptcy because of the healthcare bills. And if it wasn't for the unnecessary treatments that they are receiving, they probably wouldn't be in this situation. Another thing is each year you have over 100,000 deaths that could be prevented. And this falls into the other situation where most physicians act differently depending on things as if your race, your religion, you're treated differently. And that all goes with ethics. You're supposed to treat people the right way. It's not as if you want basically a benefit from yourself. As if, okay, if this is going to benefit me and cover myself, then that's what I'm going to do. It shouldn't be like that. It should be what's best, the best care for the client.
Of course. And that's interesting that you say that, because I actually wanted to talk more about mental health, since that's something that is often overlooked in the healthcare community. Mental health disorders such as schizophrenia, depression, OCD, ADHD continue to be a rising issue in America, and of course those things do require quick care. And a lot of people neglect that they may have these issues because of cost, and maybe they're just in denial. But under ACA, it's required now for any person that has mental health issues or substance abuse to have treatment, and no one with pre-existing conditions can be denied coverage at all. Also, there are specific programs in mental health under ACA coverage, like certain therapies, counseling, different assessments and screenings are covered. And there are different categories like children, women, and adults that you can get this care from. So I just thought it was interesting to bring that up, because it's often overlooked, and it's something that is very serious in America, and we have to take a bigger look at it.
Healthcare is important to me because everybody deserves to have good healthcare. And when you think about it, it saved my life. And I remember when I took my physical and they told me I had HIV over 22 years ago. If it wasn't for that quality healthcare that I have and the plan that I had, I probably would have been dead. So I'm glad that I had good health insurance, a good plan, and also too, you never know when you're gonna need it. It's very important. Young people, they think they're Superman, like nothing's ever gonna happen to them. But trust me, one day something's gonna happen and you're gonna need a quality health plan. So make sure you get Obamacare. What athletes don't understand, you're going to get hurt. I don't care who you are, whether it's Little League, Pee Wee League, all the way up to junior high, high school, college, and maybe in the pros if you're fortunate enough to make it. You're going to get injured. In my second year with the Lakers, I tore my knee up, torn cartilage. It was my first major injury. And so, man, I didn't know how having insurance and a great health plan would work. Well, I found out then. And so I had to rehab, the insurance had to pay for that, and then all the doctor bills piled up, but the insurance took care of that. And at the end of the day, I was so happy that I had a great plan and that I was able to come back and be the same type of player that I was before I got injured, playing just like magic. No matter how rich, poor, middle class, no matter what color you are, everybody deserves to have good quality health care. And what I'm really excited about is that the fact that now every kid can go get their shots, get their checkups, their physicals. Parents can go get their physicals, because, see, early detection can save people's lives. I'm living proof of that.
HIV is a serious disease, and you should
Get tested!